Nice job in this film.
Thank you, sir.
You were in a hell of a good animated film,
I think so too.
as they say. Have you seen it all the way through?
I saw it last night.
What jumps out and pleases you?
I guess just the richness of it, and is lyricism a good word?
Yeah.
It's a very lyrical, beautiful film.
It has a real rhythm to it, too.
Yeah, and it's kind of a classic, tale, but it's also kind of modern in a lot of ways. I mean, the characters are kind of modern, and the setting is really rich. The Romanov saga.
I guess in the grand scheme of doing movies and making choices, I would sit and think, well, they're going to put this film together, and I'm not sure I would come up with your name for this. And then you watch the film, and it's perfect.
Well, I was just very lucky that they asked me to do it, and I thought it'd be really fun to work with Meg. I've always wanted to work with Meg, and Angela Lansbury's in it, and Kelsey Grammer, and I thought it'd be terrific fun.
Had you done a voice before?
I'd done voiceovers before, but I'd never done a huge, one of these massive projects.
And when you say voiceovers, commercials?
Yeah, and I've done what did I do? I did a voice for The Simpsons once, and I've dabbled with that kind of stuff. But this was a lot of fun. And also, I have a nephew, and I thought if I have kids, it'd be good to do a movie that they'll be able to see and love for a long time.
It is probably, and I don't want to patronize you here, but it's probably one of the more interesting animated male characters, because most animated films that I've seen historically are fairly female-driven. Mm-hmm. And the men are always chiseled and strong and aloof. And this is really different. He's a pretty sensitive animated guy.
Yeah, and he's kind of complicated, and he's a bit of a hustler in the beginning, con man. It's modern that way, yeah. I like that about it. And that's what they wanted from the beginning. That wasn't me. They had that character.
Well, it was a smart choice, actually, on their part. When you get into a session, I make about a third of my living doing voiceovers.
Do you?
And doing characters for voiceovers, and it's a whole subculture of people that are out there that never have to dress up, just go to studios.
I know. I loved it.
And there's something about that whole studio feel of creating with your voice and not visually necessarily. Did you love that, doing that?
Loved it. Because so much of the problems in film is that you have to sort of wait around for all this equipment, and you can do a terrific take, or you can get into a good groove, and then the lights aren't good, or the framing's not right, or you have to wait around for the trucks to get moved, and to just be able to go into the studio and they turn the thing on and you just start going at it. It's kind of very liberating.
And you know when it works?
Yeah, it's the same as any other acting thing. It's just that you don't have to worry about composition. You don't have to worry about the visuals. You can just listen and hear. Is it in tune? Is it in pitch? Are you on key or off key?
I want to ask you a question about acting.
Sure.
Kind of a little more internal question, but if you take away any sense of income about what you do, and publicity and notoriety about what you do, and it just gets down to the moment of doing it, what do you really love about acting?
That is a good question. I think just that moment between whatever happens between action and cut, when everything's calmed down and all the politics are done, and everyone's gone away, and then the camera's rolling, and then you're just doing that thing. And then when you get into that groove between action and cut, and you do things that you didn't pre-plan, it's not something that you can, it's not an intellectual choice. It's just sort of, you're in touch with your instincts, and you're just doing things. It's a very fun place to be in.
Do you find acting as fulfilling now? There's a fly, as when you started? If I was an animated character, I'd eat that. But you go, and suck it out.
Yeah, I do. I find it actually more so than when I started.
Why?
I think maybe because if you've had some success, you get a little bit more, people don't want to try to mess with what you do as much. They sort of let you do what you do, and they understand that your process has at least worked enough to merit them trusting that it's going to work. And then I've gotten to, make films, start to make my own films, and that's a wonderful process. So I think it's for me, it's gotten better.
Nice job. I'm real proud of you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff.